Bang! What is up, all National Wrestling Shooters members and viewers? This is Scott Casey Gale. You're the owner, Jim Quinn, final part of the National Wrestling Shooters, and today I'm going to give you my AEW Dynamite review. Wednesday Dynamite on TNT. Okay, let's begin with the review, shall we? Here we go. Pyro gets us started. Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur welcome fans as they preview all the matches on tonight's show. And by the way, they were in the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Okay. Let's begin. We start off with a victory for Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara is shown. Rhodes says Guevara is full potential, and Guevara doesn't want to hear that. He's ready now. Cody says he's not looking over Guevara as his title match against Chris Jericho approaches, but he doesn't want to get embarrassed. Guevara notes that this is the biggest match of his career. Rhodes says if he loses, that could change up the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. Very good vignette. I like this vignette. I was impressed with what I saw so far. And then it's the first match. The American Nightmare Cody with Brandy Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. Cody gets big pops from the crowd. Cody chants ring out as he and Brandy hype the crowd in the ring. Guevara gets some boos from the crowd as he makes his way to the ring. Collar elbow tie up goes into the rope. Clean break. Crowd for Sammy sucks chant. Guevara takes down Cody, tries for a couple pins, doesn't get much of anything, and either one, Cody bails out and out to the floor for a moment. When he gets back in, Guevara taunts him a bit, tries for a super kick, but nobody home. Guevara leaps and hits a backflip over Cody, drop kick standing, moonsault over 2 count, Cody with a side headlock, shoulder tackle Guevara with a kip up and snap to the face. Cody with a drop down punch into the face. Spinning power slam, cover 2 count, back and forth chops. Cody with a delayed vertical suplex. Cody with a bunch of push-ups, but eats a spinning heel kick to the face. Cody for springboard cutter, pin 2, that tries again, no luck. Guevara for springboard cutter of his own for the apron, cover 2. Cody sends Guevara out to the floor, Brandy barking at Guevara. Cody goes for a suicide dive and Guevara pulls Brandy in front of him and she takes the brunt of that attack. Brandy gets up and says she's okay as she shakes it off. Crowd for an asshole chant. Back in the ring, Guevara tries for a moonsault, lands on his feet, tries standing moonsault, lands on his feet again, goes for a third and hit that cover 2. Guevara dropped on the second rope. Brandy smacks him in the head with her shoe. Cody with a disaster kick that turns Sammy inside out. Cover 2 count. Guevara put up on the top turnbuckle. Avalanche reverse suplex. Cover 2. Cody getting a little frustrated now. Guevara eats a back elbow. Cody to the top rope. Guevara leaps up with them. Hits a Spanish fly cover for 2. Guevara goes for a shooting star press. Cody gets the knee up and inside cradle for the 1-2-3. Winner Cody via pinfall. Really good match. I really enjoyed this back and forth match between the American Nightmare Cody and Sammy Guevara. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the commentary was just on fire. It's really good to hear Tony Schiavone back on commentary. It reminds me of the WCW Nitro days. He also does commentary for MOW. But anyway, really good match to start off the show. I liked a lot of the kickoffs. That's what I like about match. Kick out after kickoff. Some people like it, some people hate it, but I love it. And then, post-match, Tony Schiavone gets in the ring to talk with Cody Rhodes. An emotional Cody hugs Schiavone and goes to talk to him. But Guevara shoves Cody, then puts his hand out and the two shake hands. From behind, Chris Jericho runs out and attacks Cody. Guevara just shrugs and heads to the back. Jericho drops Cody again, then lifts the title and smiles. He nails a code breaker on Cody as we go to a split screen commercial. Jericho taunts a bit more, goes to leave, but comes back and smacks Cody in the head with the title. Jericho grabs one of the ringside photographer's cameras and takes a selfie. Cody goes out to the floor near the timekeeper table and gets whacked on the back of a chair. He then sends 2 chairs up next to each other and powerbombs Cody on 2 of them. He then just dumps a bunch of stuff on Cody. He yanks the mic from Schiavone, then shoves him too. Jericho says, "I am Chris Jericho, and I am the champion of AEW. You're welcome." I like this. I love Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is amazing. Heel, face, tweener. Chris Jericho can do it all. He is just amazing on the mic. I mean, almost 50 years old, and he's still doing his best work. Jericho reinvents himself all the time, and that's what I love about him. And anyway, a great heel work because they're gonna fight for the AEW Championship at Full Gear, which I'm looking forward to. So who's gonna win? I'm not sure. And then MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Brandon Cutler. Before getting to the ring, MJF goes to cut his music. He barks at the crowd, says he's the fastest rising star. Crowd gives him an asshole chant. "Tonight, you losers get the distinct honor of seeing how a star is born." He says Cutler clearly got lost trying to find a seat behind the guardrail. Calls him a loser. MJF tells Cutler D might not be right, but that's what's really real, and he's better than Cutler, and he knows that MJF toys with Cutler, chips him slap to the face. Cutler with a backflip of the top rope and slap to the face of his own. Cutler flips over the apron for a sunset flip into a pin. And Cutler with a fireman's carry, but MJF sneaks in the eye wake. Cutler gets sent into the ring post. MJF taunts a bit. Schiavone says they are supposed to be neutral, but he wants to see Cutler beat this prick. And then Jim Ross notes in commentary, "This is TV-14, which I thought was pretty funny. MJF talks some trash, but ends up getting sent out to the floor. Cutler with a big old suicide dive into a bunch of punches to the face. Back in the ring, Cutler goes up top, and his knee gives out. He goes at MJF, but the referee pulls in front of him. Cutler stops MJF with a cheap shot, knocks into a Fujiwara Amba on Cutler and taps out. Winner MJF via submission. Another really good match. I thought it was kind of quick, but I really enjoyed this. And I love Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He is an amazing heel. He is just amazing on the mic. He is a heel that can pull it off. I really like his heel work. I mean, this guy is pure gold. In my opinion, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, should be fighting for the AEW Championship. So hopefully he becomes AEW World Heavyweight Champ because he deserves. I mean, this guy is unscripted. He doesn't need a script. MJF knows exactly what to say. This is what's been missing with heels in today's professional wrestling. MJF knows how to pull it off. And good match. And like I said, good match. And that good match too. And then Chris Van Vliet talks to Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes at ringside, and the two talk about Chris Jericho being in the latest film, and Jericho and Jack Evans when she talks some trash. Mewes says they aren't good enough to win a match. Private Party heads over to check on Smith and Mewes and tells Angelico and Evans to back off. I like this. I thought this is a pretty cool segment from Jay and Silent Bob. Yes. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, aka Jay and Silent Bob. I really enjoyed that. And I thought that was a pretty cool segment in my opinion. And then outside the White House, SCU SoCal Uncensored said this is the worst town they've ever been in. They basically introduced themselves and where they are from. Cut to the stage with Schiavone and SCU. Scorpio Sky announces that Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian will be in the tag tournament. Outstores Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. Phoenix says they are the best tag team in the universe. Pentagon gives them Zero Mito and SCU gives them an SCU. The two sides start fine but get separated by Atlas Security, Dean Malenko, and a bunch of referees. Backstage, Kenny, the Young Bucks, and Chris Jericho, Santino, Ortiz get ready for tonight's main event. like that. I like that. I thought that was pretty cool segment too. And then yes, I agree. The commentary team has been solid, especially Tony Schiavone. I mean, he's been on point and even doing interviews from commentary multiple occasions, which I like. Tony Schiavone, he can do it all. One of the greatest commentators of all time, along right up there with Jim Ross, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and more one another. And then it's Hangman Adam Page versus Pac. Strong shots get us started. Crowd in support of Page for this one. Pac spinning heel kick and eats a boot to the face. Page returns fire with a discus lariat. Crowd chants a cowboy shit chant. Both wrestlers out on the floor. Pac gets launched into the barricade a couple of times. Back in the ring. Page with a far-away slam. Kept up running moonsault cover 2. Pac with the side moonsault out of the second rope and out to the floor on Page. Pac tosses him back in the ring. Springboard 450 splash by Pac, formerly known as Adrian Neville in NXT and WWE. Pac cover 2. Pac with a low drop kick in the corner, heads to the top rope, but Page stops him. Page heads up the second rope with a far-away slam. Drop kick in the corner, flapjack pin, 2 count. Pac then launches Page straight into the ring post. JR giving the fans a heads up that his commercial show is coming, but it'll be a split screen. Pac, pretty much what WWE SmackDown used to do back in the day. Then Pac sends Page into barricade. Pac really beating up Page right now. Kick to the head. Continues to work him over. Pac finally gets some offense with a big spine buster. Tries for the deadeye. Pac grabs rope and ends up on the apron. Pac springboards back in and eats an elbow powerbomb cover. Pac attempts to go on the floor, and Page hits a moonsault down on Pac. Pac sends him back in the ring. Ring avoids a buckshot lariat and the two nearly crash into Earl Hebner. Pac able to kick Page between the legs when Earl was distracted. Pac up to the top black arrow on Page's neck, right into the brutalizer submission. Page is out and Earl ends up calling what about winner Pac be a referee stoppage submission. Another really pretty cool match. I thought this is a really cool match. I'm wondering what AEW is gonna do with Hangman and Page and Pac. In case you don't know, like I said, Pac was formerly known as Adrian Neville. So I like this. Is this feud gonna continue? I definitely seen this feud between Hangman and Page and Pac continue because I like both wrestlers. I think they're pretty cool in my opinion. And then Britt Baxter joins commentary for tonight's AEW Women's World Championship match between Nyla Rose and Riho. Now it's Nyla Rose versus Riho, AEW's Women's World Championship. Rose charges in and misses. Riho swings away, ducks another punch, and swings away. Riho with a dropkick, another one, a Hurricane Rana, sends Rose down for a moment. Rose drops Riho pin. Riho bridges up and under it, kicks to the back. Riho tries for a double stomp, and Rose just ends up standing and launching Riho off her. Rose with a kick to the back and a reverse chin lock. Riho gets to the bottom rope to break it. Rose with the leg vertical suplex, but Riho is able to escape it. Rose with a back elbow tries for a suplex. Riho with elbows, running knee strike that sends Rose out to the floor. Riho to the top rope. Crossbody Rose catches her in midair. Rose with a backbreaker. Rose goes for a chair and looks to swing it in on Riho. Right in front of the referee, who grabs the chair. Rose then launches Riho into the barricade a couple times. Rose now pulling out a pile of chairs. She puts Riho on a pile of chairs on the floor. Rose goes for a senton up the apron. Nobody home. Riho crashes on the chairs. Riho then hits a double stomp on the apron. Back in the ring. Riho continues to work over Rose. Rose really beating up Riho during the commercial break. Riho attempts a back body drop and can't quite do it. Rose drops down on her, back and forth, forearms. Riho gets dropped for a moment. gets up and throws more shots, but eats a boot to the face. Rose tries for a powerbomb. Weehu sneaks under with a rope. Very close free. Weehu hits a Death Valley driver for only a 2 count. Crowd is really into this one. Thought it was over. Weehu heads up to the top rope. Weehu follows up with tons of forearms. She hits a superplex off the second rope. Cover 2. Crowd is on their feet now. Weehu for double knees to the back, another to the face. Cover 1, 2, 3. Weehu is the first ever AEW Women's Champion, and then winner Weehu via pinfall to win the AEW's World Championship. Then post-match, Michael Nakazawa comes out for microphone to interview Weehu in Japanese. Rose comes back in the ring and destroys Nakazawa with a big powerbomb. Rose goes to hit a Death Valley driver on Weehu on the apron, but Kenny Omega wants him to stop her. Rose heads up to the back. Really decent match. I thought this was a pretty decent match. In my opinion, it could have been better, but I really liked it. I mean, I thought it was a pretty good match in my opinion. And I was surprised that Weehu won. I thought that Nyla Rose was going to win. That's why I was thinking was going to win. But anyway, congratulations to Weehu on becoming the first ever AEW Women's Champion. I definitely seen this field continuing. Possibly at Full Gear, but yeah, I can tell this is definitely going to go somewhere. And then it's the main event, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz. Jericho and Omega stop things off. Nope. Jericho tags out to Santana. Omega with a kick to the chest, follows up with a chop, basement dropkick, and Santana goes out to the floor. Ortiz comes in and gets set out too. Jericho then tries to get in the action, almost locks in the walls of Jericho, but eats double super kicks by the Young Bucks. Nick Jackson for twisting Santana over the top rope on Santino and Ortiz. Omega looking to fly, but out comes Jon Moxley. Omega turns around and gets mauled by Jon Moxley. Moxley sends Omega into the crowd and swings away on him. Those two fight on as things are still going on in the ring. Jericho beats up on Nick. Moxley bites away at Omega. They go deeper into the area, and they go deeper into the arena. Omega with a boomstick to the back, but he cleans up the floor a little bit. Then swings away on Moxley's back. Omega and Moxley fight in the VIP area. Moxley hits Dirty Deeds, aka Death Rider, on Omega for a glass coffee table. Moxley yells, "Say something," as Omega at Omega as we go to a break. I love this, boy. I thought this is a really good war between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. This is what I love. I think that they're wrestling at a Full Gear, so hopefully, so I like to see promos. Can you imagine the promos between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega? Oh, you can definitely tell that's going to be a hell of a lot interesting and worth seeing. Now the question is Jon Moxley a face, heel, or is he a tweener? No. But yeah, AEW is definitely using Jon Moxley the way he should be used. And then, back in the ring, it's the Young Bucks dealing with 3 opponents. Matt looks to tag out, but Santana sweeps Nick's legs out from under him. Santana for a springboard crossbody. Ortiz crossbody. Santana standing moonsault. Ortiz for a dive and just lays up for a cocky pin 2 count. Jericho looks for a lion saw, but Matt gets the knee up. Matt with Northern Lights suplex on Santana, then hits a double suplex on both Santana and Ortiz. Crowd very much behind the Young Bucks. Nick tags in, knocks Jericho off the apron, then hits multiple kicks and knees on Santino and Ortiz. Nick with a kick to Jericho's face, drops Ortiz with a step up, twisting Santana on Santana. Santana back in the ring. Matt tagged in, and they look to finish Santana, but Jericho wants for a cold breaker on Nick. Judas effect on Matt, hits 1, 2, 3. When it puts Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz via pinfall. I thought this is a pretty cool, enjoyable main event. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. And after the match is what I enjoyed even more. But yeah, really good main event between. So hats up. So hats up to Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Chris Jericho, Santino, and Ortiz for putting on a great 6-man tag team main event. And now, here comes even another cool part. Post-match, Cody runs in and swings away on Jericho. He then drops both Santino Ortiz. Sammy Guevara runs out and low blows Cody. Dustin Rhodes then runs out and helps even the odds. He low blows Guevara. From out of nowhere, out comes Jack Hager, formerly known as WWE's Jack Swagger. He goes after Dustin, Cody, Nick, and Matt. Hits a big Vader bomb on Cody. Then powerbombs Dustin on the timekeeper's table. Cody gets picked back up, and Jericho hits the Judas effect. The heels pose to close out the night. Wow, what a way to end AEW Dynamite. I really enjoyed this. To me, this was absolutely amazing. I liked what I saw. I was very impressed. I mean, All Elite Wrestling. It's finally here, and it's definitely better than Raw and SmackDown. Okay, by now, is it better than NXT? I don't know. It's really hard to top NXT in my opinion, but I really enjoyed this. I would rate AEW Dynamite a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. 5 stars. 2 thumbs up, way up, and an A++. Comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about AEW Dynamite and what are you looking forward to seeing. Anyway, you stay classy, live long and prosper. But I must have bid you adieu, good night, and goodbye, and bang! In the words of Catch a Shack, bang bang!